In this video, we go over what makes a champion a jungler, how to be a good jungler, and how to convert your early game into mid and late game victories. So, what makes a champion a jungler? Well, the jungler is almost a wild card role, as most champions in the game can be good junglers. But the most successful junglers are ones that can clear the jungle quickly while keeping themselves healthy. The most common types of junglers are tanks or bruisers who want to farm efficiently, gank often, and set their teammates up for success. Or carry junglers who look to farm hard, gank less often, but set themselves up for a hard carry mid and late game. There are 4 vital aspects to focus on as a jungler. Starting with the first clear of your jungle. Since patch 12.22, retail will now suggest your jungle path to you on your minimap. And this is rarely a bad choice and useful when learning, but your 2 choices will usually be to either full clear your jungle before contesting a scuttle crab for maximum experience and gold, or you can do blue buff, red buff, and one other camp to hit a quick level 3 so you can gank laner while they're still level 2. What you'll do each game will change, but it's rarely a bad idea to full clear your jungle. Also, it's good to note you want to save your smite for your second buff. This is because strong early game junglers will often look to kill you on your second buff, so make sure you've got it available to secure the objective. The second aspect to focus on is ganking. When looking to gank, you want to consider what CC your team brings, what escapes your opponent has, and where the lane's pushed to. However, different from a laner, your gold doesn't come to you, which means every time you gank, you're essentially losing gold as you're not spending this time actively gaining gold. This means failed ganks do set you behind more than you might think, so make sure to choose your targets carefully. The third aspect to focus on is counter ganking. This can be a hard concept at first, but after a chunk of games, it becomes second nature to most junglers. If you have a lane which is vulnerable to being ganked, or you know their jungler should be around, you can take camps nearby that lane. Then, when the opposing jungler does go to gank, they will assume they have the numbers advantage and overcommit very hard. This allows you to collapse onto their play and hard punish the overextension. The fourth aspect is the neutral monsters of dragons and heralds. These are incredibly important in this meta and need to be a priority. You should always be looking for windows when the opposing jungler is on the other side of the map to take an objective. If one of your lanes is pushed in, instead of leaving them overextended, call them over and get an objective. Also, if you know your opponents are on dragon or herald, head over to the other one and attempt to trade the objective. It's a great way to stay in the game, especially if behind. When it comes to warding as a jungler, I like to pick up an early control ward and place it in a jungle entrance. This will not only keep your laner safe, but it gives you an early warning should an enemy look to invade. Other than that, you want to pick up a sweeper as soon as possible, as it's almost impossible to gank if your enemy can see you, or simply you don't know where their vision is. Entering the mid and late game, you don't usually want the jungler in a side lane, as they need to be at every objective early, clearing vision and looking for picks. 30 to 45 seconds before an objective spawns, the jungler usually wants to go with the support to set up your team's vision. This will allow your support to safely ward the area and allows you to clear out all vision, giving your team a massive advantage. So, unless the team is committed to giving up on the objective, make sure you understand your role as the jungler to secure this vision. It's also very important to understand your role in the team fight. If you're a tank or bruiser, make sure to be the front line and peel for your carry. If you're the carry, make sure to keep yourself safe and throw out tons of damage. If you're an assassin jungler, make sure to wait until you can flank onto a fight and blow up a squishy. As there's such a high variety of junglers, it's important to understand your role in the team fight. Forming good habits with quick clear speeds, successful ganks, and strong objective control is at the heart what a jungler should be doing.